Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Pensacola Christian College Eagles! The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. Welcome to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between the L.B. Wallace Saints and your PCC Eagles. At this time, please stand for prayer and remain standing for the national anthem. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for many blessings you've given to us. Thank you for keeping both teams on the court safe last game. I appreciate you keep these teams safe as well. Help us be able to enjoy our time here while we got it, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for L.B. Wallace, number 12, Jaden Cateau. Number 22, Jonathan Pointe-Dujour. Number 23, Edric Coleman. Number 25, Harbson Thompson. And number 35, Dakota Johnson. The Saints are led by Ricky Knight. And now, Eagle Nation, let's meet the starting lineup for your Pensacola Christian College Eagles. The senior from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, number 0, Brantley Kuski. A junior from Crawley, West Virginia, number 3, Caden Pack. A sophomore from Woodstock, Virginia, number 15, Paul Stickles. A senior from Avon, Indiana, number 25, Aaron Wagner. And a senior from Burleson, Texas, number 50, Liam Kurtz. The Eagles are led by Coach Jason Bell, with assistant coaches Micah Conlon and Mark Getch.
Edric Coleman alongside with Liam Gertz, center court for the tip-off. The Eagles 3 games behind 500, while the Saints 6-13 on the season. Hello, fans from all over. Welcome to the Nest, home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Alvin Chapman alongside with Clay Miller. Clay, the Eagles currently on a 2-game losing streak, suffering a loss to LaGrange College away.
Fouls
and
on
also
Saints
facing a
number
loss
12,
to
Jaden
Toccoa Falls
Cateau,
College
his
in their
first of
first
the game.
overtime game of the year. And now the Eagles looking to potentially get another win prior to facing Bob Jones University this weekend. Aaron Wagner on the free throw line. What was the reason, or almost the demise to the Eagles' loss in overtime yesterday?
Yeah, it just came down to having the mentality of finishing the game. Looks like they were struggling with some turnovers last night. And if they clean that up and get a little wind under them tonight, it'll be good to carry them into the weekend. But obviously, they need to get that wind under them tonight and finish this game first.
Aaron Wagner averages 10 points per contest, 14 points yesterday in the loss in overtime against Toccoa Falls College. Koski, misdirection here. A quick pass to Wagner. Picks up his dribble and finds Koski. Koski, a great drive, goes corner to Interstate Route 50. He fires and hits back iron. Kept alive, though, by Pack. Pack, a phenomenal rebounding guard, averages just under 4 rebounds a game. Wagner with the scoop and score.
Wagner!
Yeah, that was just a great way to keep that play alive by Caden Pack right there. And then a great off-ball backdoor cut by Aaron. Found it, and a little sweet reverse layup there to finish it off.
A very difficult shot. Was on his opposite foot, finishing with his right hand as well, but finds a way to knock down the bucket. There's an attack and a pull-up jump shot as well, which is short. A second chance opportunity available for Coleman. The runner short as well for Coleman. Now here's Wagner. Picks up his dribble, and Gertz guarded tightly, and forces the blocking foul.
Yeah, right there. With the new college
Fouls
rules
on
this year, you
Saints
are not
number
allowed
12,
to slide
Jaden
over as a
Cateau,
secondary
his
defender
second of the
and try
game.
to take a charge.
Team second.
It's got to be like
To the
a
line and
crazy
shooting
out of
two
control
shots.
play for you to try to get a
Liam
charge right there.
Gertz.
But every single time that whistle, if you're the second defender, it's going to be a block.
3 sophomores on this Saints team. Everybody else freshmen. Gertz at the free throw line. Converts on the first one.
Subbing in
Number
for the
30,
Saints,
Dwight
number 30,
Stevens,
Dwight Stevens.
into the game here as well for the Saints. Liam Gertz, now a part of the 1,000-point score club here for Pensacola Christian College. Averages 16 points per contest. A very versatile forward for this Eagles team.
Absolutely, and that comes down to him being really encapsulating that modern-day big man role where he can get down there and fight with the big guys, but also get out on the perimeter and knock down some threes.
He's a big man on this level, but essentially with him standing at about 6'6", on Division I level, he's your normal guard or wing.
Yeah, for sure. But, I mean, even with his skill set, you see guards at that D1 level get it down with the trees, and as long as you have good footwork and patience, you'll be able to score.
Kept alive for a second chance opportunity. Stevens goes inside as well to Coleman. Coleman outside to number 35, Dakota Johnson. That basket no good. The Eagles quickly to operate here. Stickles goes outside to Pack. One more to Gertz. Gertz goes up strong. The scoop, no score. Now in transition. Johnson attacks on Stickles. Basket no good. And a literal lid on the basket for the Saints of L.B. Wallace. Great cut by Stickles. The right-hand layup on the left-hand side is clean. Stickles with his first basket of the game. Not much of a scorer here for the Eagles, but a very effective player here for this ball club. He averages 3 points per game.
Absolutely. Just because you're not a scorer doesn't mean that you're not effective in a ball game. He is out there, and he's going to make sure that the ball handler, whoever he's guarding, is going to have one of the toughest nights of his life.
Kicked corner. Basket no good. And the Saints still scoreless, 0 of 7 from the field. Stickles, the flip to Gertz. Go inside to Wagner. Wagner outside Pack. Pack led in scoring yesterday with 16 and 11 and able to finish the three-point opportunity, but a very solid look available for the Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely. You're always going to take that shot. He had enough light to get that shot off, and it's one that we've seen him hit all year, so one miss isn't going to deter that.
Gertz averages 16 points per game. Pack averages 15 points per game. And the first basket available as well for the Saints. That's Dwight Stevens coming off the bench.
Fouls on Saints number 25, Harbson Thompson, his first of the game. Team third.
Foul there on number 35, Dakota Johnson. No look feed inside to Wagner. Wagner scores once again. Pack averages 4 assists a game and 5 rebounds, and has had his first career triple-double against Southeastern Baptist College. And I mentioned also he has multiple games with 10 or more rebounds. Clay.
Yeah, that's just a great testament to his hustle. He's not afraid to get down in the paint and really fight with the big men. And what's even more impressive is his vertical. Like, it's not, he's doing work to box out, but he's also doing work to get up in the air over the bigger defenders.
Pack, just under 6 foot, has a season high of 11 rebounds against last night's Toccoa Falls. And Brantley Koski available. And Miller, now you're doing your little celebration, and I love it. I think for the Bob Jones game, we need to put a camera just right there. Just every time we shoot a three, just see a little celebration.
First of the game. Team first.
I know you would not be opposed to that at all.
Subbing in for the Saints, number 10, Sherrod Robertson. Subbing in for the Eagles, number 1, Colin Wilkerson.
Sherrod Robertson into the game, as well as Colin Wilkerson here for the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. What a game he had last night, 10 points and 8 rebounds. Wilkerson finding a lot of success on the offensive glass as well. Doing a great job on the follow-up plays after initial misses.
Yeah, he's very good at finding on the weak side of the rim, and those long weak side rebounds. If it's going to end up that way, he's probably got it in his hands after the shot.
Wagner in a class all by himself right now, 8 points, leading all scores. Robertson will attack. Robertson, basket no good. Wilkerson trips up. Robertson, Coleman with possession. A wide open 15-foot jumper available. Rebound for Wilkerson. Wagner goes to Koski. Koski with the in-and-out dribble, the spin move, the scoop, and the score.
Brantley Koski.
Koski doing a phenomenal job. He has 5 points. Azucena now to the table for the Eagles. And Koski perfect from the field despite only having 2 field goals.
Yeah, that move right there was just great. He caught the defender on one side, and that spin move put him on the opposite hip, allowing him to get that little scoop layup without really any type of contest right there.
Point du jour to the basket. Basket no good, but a foul, which will send him to the free throw line for the Saints' first free throw attempts
Fouls on
of the game.
15, Paul Stickles, his first of the game.
That one's on
Team
Stickles,
second.
his first foul of the game, as mentioned previously.
Subbing in for the
last
Eagles,
win
number 2,
here
Josh
for LD Wallace
Azucena.
Community College was against Beeville State Community College. They were victorious in that game, 90-85. But outside of that, they have currently been on a 4-game losing streak, and now we're currently down by 14 against the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. In that game, Jaden Cotto at 23 points, along with 2 assists. Pack misses his own initial basket. Rather, Koski with the miss. But now the Eagles with 17 on the shot clock to fire. The Eagles now on a 5-0 run in the past 5 minutes. Koski goes outside to Wilkerson. Wagner will attack baseline again. He finds a wide open Wilkerson. Wilkerson finishes on the offensive side, wide open in the paint here.
Yeah, that was a great drive there by Aaron Wagner, just getting the whole defense to look his way. And then Colin just sneaked into the paint right there and was able to get a wide open little shot put pat.
The Eagles now with 12 of their points in the paint. They only have 7 field goals, which means 6 of their field goals are paint points.
That's just a testament to how they're wanting to play today.
And a 3 is well by Aaron Wagner. He is in a class all by himself, the senior guard, or the senior wing And he can do everything. Let's be real here. 11 points with 3 rebounds as well. Akinofoa to the table. Let's step aside for a quick break. Minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the first regulation of play, and it has been all Pensacola Christian College. And most outstanding, all Aaron Wagner in his first half. He remains in the game. The Eagles now in a 2-3 formation with Akinofoa demanding the middle. Wagner, 4 for 4 like a Wendy's meal, 11 points as well.
That was a great little analogy right there. I like that one.
What can I say? I do my thing sometimes on the broadcast, Clay. And a bucket available as well for Edric Coleman. He now has 4 points, leading his team. Wagner, he's been perfect from the field. He goes inside, off the backboard, good! 13 for the birthday boy.
That was just a strong man move right there. Absorbed the contact, went through the contact, and still had the concentration to hit the bucket.
Inserting his dominance. 13 points for the birthday boy. How old is he turning, by the way, Clay?
It's either 22 or 23. I can't remember exactly.
I can't remember either. We'll ask at the next time out. Here's Pack in transition. He finds the hot hand. He's 5 for 5. Pack will drive inside and is evidently fouled. It was really funny. Prior to the game, I told Wagner in a joking format, obviously, hey, it's your birthday. I'm going to need 30 out of you. Obviously joking, but at this rate and this efficiency, he just might get that. Wagner takes a contested try. Can't get the shooter's roll. Wilkerson available. Akinofoa tries to track it down, and it will remain here as well, despite Akinofoa not being able to have the rebound in his grasp. Pack fakes the handoff. Spin. Jumper. No good. The block there by Edric Coleman. Now here's Point du Jour. Swings it over to number 25, Thompson. The Eagles in a 2-3 formation. Now a jump shot available from perimeter by Point du Jour, and he knocks it down. And that's how you break a zone. You pass it around in order for the defense to shift, and when there's no availability or an open slot available in the zone, you knock down a shot from perimeter.
Absolutely. Two main keys of it is, like you said, pass it around the perimeter and then drive on those gaps. Right there, they didn't have to drive on those gaps because they confused the defense enough to get an open bucket.
Pack with the turnover, and it turns to a bucket as well for Point du Jour, rather for Sherrod Robinson. Basket no good as well for Pensacola. Azucena rebounds his own miss. Wilkerson goes inside and forces the whistle. Koski to the table as well. He has 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field.
Shooting 2 shots.
This will send Wilkerson to the free throw line. What a game he had. Not a career night, but a phenomenal night nonetheless. A career high in rebounds. 8 rebounds last night along with 10 points. Misses the first attempt. Another great rebounding guard as well. Back into the game, Brantley Koski. Talk a little bit about Colin Wilkerson's game last night.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of love seeing him hustle to get those boards. he's great in that mid-range area, and he can knock down some threes and get to the rim, but seeing a side where he gets a career night for rebounds, that's something we don't get to see out of him much, and it was awesome to see, and he knew what he had to do last night.
The Eagles stay in the 2-3 zone, wanting LB Wallace to be a jump-shooting team this evening. Robertson goes outside. And point Dujois, another opportunity, no good. Thompson, the long second chance rebound. And the second try, good for Coleman. Coleman now leading his team in scoring. He has 7. Long rebounds are very difficult to grab in a defensive scheme of a zone.
Absolutely, because normally as soon as that shot goes up, you're trying to find someone to box out, and you're not really thinking about boxing out at the three-point line, even though it can go back out that way. But those long rebounds are definitely hard to grab in a 2-3 zone setting.
Wilkerson misses everything on that shot. Roverson diving through the defense, trying to find a wide-open Coleman. Wagner now with the save. Azucena, the playmaker here. Azucena goes to Wilkerson. Wilkerson, the right-hand layup on the left-hand side. Basket good. And his 30-second timeout called also by Coach Jason Bell. We will step aside as the Eagles now lead here, 27-15. Thirty-second timeout called here by the Eagles. Both timeouts here in this half have been called here by Pensacola Christian College, despite having a substantial 12-point lead.
Yeah, just maybe trying to fix out some of the little minor details that you're wanting to see, maybe on the defensive side of the ball. And then on that offensive side, you still want to have a little bit of extra little coaching right there. So
Coleman had a difficult shot within the teeth of the zone. Gertz will pull up a deep triple, and he cans it. Liam Gertz, his first 3 from downtown, give him 5 points, tied with Koski and also Wilkerson for second leading scoring. But it has still been all Aaron Wagner, leading all players in scoring. He's currently on the bench right now.
Yeah, it's great to see that everyone's coming off the bench or coming into this game trying to extend this lead, and having your leading scorer right now for this game on the bench taking a breather. You want to keep that momentum going. So
Azucena fires a response from the Dwight triple. He knocks it down as well. Azucena, a spark plug off the bench here for Pensacola Christian College. Started a number of games in the early going, and his first game had his second career high of 17 points against Williams Baptist College. Also a season high of 21 points as well against Appalachian Bible College. Gertz, one more pass to Fike. Fike will let it fly. Boom, boom, boom! 3 triples in a row for Pensacola Christian College.
Yeah, it's just great ball movement and great execution on the three-point line. And back to Josh, sometimes you might have a player that starts early in the season and gets moved to like first off the bench or second off the bench, and they get a little disheartened. That is not Josh. Josh has really embraced this role and coming off as a scoring and a little bit of a leader off the bench.
Point, Dujois, another 3. He cans it. He has been a problem from downtown. That is his 3rd triple, and now he enters into the conversation regarding double-digit scoring with 10.
Yeah, that one was deep out there too.
Koski drives baseline, goes corner, Gertz another 3. That's just off. Phenomenal ball movement, nonetheless, by Pensacola Christian. Koski, an attempt at a steal here. Not available.
Even though he didn't come up with the steal right there, it's still good to see your point guard getting in there and getting active hands on the defensive side of the ball.
Harpson Thompson goes corner to point Dujois. That ball tipped by Gertz. Coleman with 6. Thompson with 3. Loses possession. Stickles with the steal. Koski goes corner. Gertz, opposite corner. And able to make it fall. Despite the miss, phenomenal look there by Liam Gertz.
Absolutely. Just great vision there by Brantley Koski as well. Kicking out to the open shooter in the corner. You're always going to want to see a shot like that come out. If you're going to shoot a 3, it might as well be that one. It's going to fall definitely later in this game.
Edric Coleman goes to Thompson. Thompson tries to work on Azucena. Step back jumper is up. No good. Ball deflected, I believe, on Liam Gertz. It will stay here as well with the Saints. Point Dujois, the inbounder, and also number 20, Trayvon Scott, will come into the game as well for Thompson. Robertson, the ball handler, switched on to Azucena. Point Dujois has been the hot hand recently with 10 threes. The Eagles going back into a man-to-man scheme. And I think it's because the fierce shooting of Dujois, honestly, Clay.
Yeah. In a zone, it's really hard to cover shooters, especially when you're trying to make sure that they don't get into the paint or get past that three-point line. And you want to press up, might as well switch the man.
Absolutely. In a zone situation, it's tough to cover long rebounds and protect shooters. Now the Eagles in a man scheme as well. Wagner to the table. And the bucket as well by Dwight. Stickles will go to Azucena. He's left all alone once again, and he cans it. Josh Azucena from downtown.
Man, might as well just expect it to go in at this point. The Eagles are shooting phenomenal from outside the three-point arc. A couple misses here and there, but it seems like almost every single time they get an open 3, it's going to find the bottom of the net.
6 of 12 from downtown so far in this first half. I would say that's pretty good, Clay.
Absolutely. Shoot every 5 out of 10 that you're going to shoot. At that point, you're shooting 50%.
Great effort there by Liam Gertz. Edric Coleman draws the foul nonetheless. Have him go to the free throw line for his first trip. He is second in scoring just behind Point Dujois. Pack back to the table as well for the Eagles. And Point Dujois, 6 of 5 from downtown. Absolutely lighting up the perimeter.
Yeah, it didn't matter what the Eagles have thrown at him early. He's just finding his shot, and he's going to nail it at this point. Maybe a little bit of a defensive switch up, maybe face guard him a little bit, maybe throw him off of his rhythm. But as of right now, he is torching from the three-point line.
Absolutely. Bucket good as well for Edric Coleman. Now Coleman, another opportunity. The Eagles have led by as much as 18 in this game. Right now they lead by 17, potentially 16, pending the free throw. And the deficit now is 16. Gertz in the corner. Goes to Koski, a dangerous feed by him. Pack feeds inside, quickly to Koski. Koski, a difficult try with 7 remaining on the shot clock. Basket no good. Turns around and plays great returning defense as well on Robertson. Hopkins fires. Hard off the back rim. And Koski nearly picks his pocket. Point Dujois goes to Coleman. Four on the shot clock. Point Dujois bucket, no good. Coleman keeps it alive. Coleman already with 8 rebounds in this game. Rather, 7 rebounds in this game, along with 9 points. Robertson drives on Pack. Now 8 on the shot clock. Robertson takes the screen, goes corner. Shots on the way, no good. Great rebound by Pack for rebound number 5, rather.
Yeah, despite LB Wallace just keeping the play alive, great way to just keep closing out, making sure that they have a a super close shot clock possession and then ended it out with getting that rebound.
Pack. Rather Koski, the give and go, no good. Gertz available for the follow. Very unselfish basketball played there. Pack had a man glued to him, gives it up and receives it right back. Great moving without the basketball by Brantley Koski. Koski fouling Point du Jour on the three. He gets a chance for 3 free throws. That's Koski's first foul. He has 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field. But Point du Jour, a chance to get 3 points with the clock at a standstill. First bucket, no good for Point du Jour. The freshman standing at 6'4". And has been an absolute factor from long range. He misses the second one. That'd be very unfortunate to get an opportunity at 3 free throws and missing all 3 of them play.
Yeah, you never want to get a foul like that this early, but you could argue that this was a good foul. He missed 2 out of the 3. Maybe he'll get this third one right here, but we'll see.
Currently 1 of 4 from the free throw line, and he misses all 3 free throws. Very unfortunate for the Saints of L.B. Wallace. That could have easily cut this deficit to a manageable lead. Wilkinson gets the layup on the low block.
That was a fancy pass there by Liam. Facing towards the bleachers, threw it behind his head to an open Colin Wilkerson.
Wilkerson off the bench with 7 points. The bench production for Pensacola Christian College, quite phenomenal. 16 total bench points. Wilkerson with 7, Azucena with 6, and Fike with a triple of his own. There's another 3. That was Dwight, no good. Sickles will push the pace here. Gertz, the trailing triple. Cans it! Liam Gertz, now in the double-digit conversation, right behind Aaron Wagner as far as scoring is concerned. Cade Butcher to the table for Pensacola Christian. Trayvon Scott as well with the ball. Dwight Stevens, guarded now by Wagner. Wagner with the block. Scott with active hands receives the loose ball. Wagner will attack. Wagner receives the contact and misses the layup completely. Robertson in transition finds a wide open Trayvon Scott. Stevens, one more to Point du Jour. 3, way off. Now just under a minute remaining here in the quarter. 15 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. Pack for his first points of the quarter with the quick give and go. Caden Pack has 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a 3 for Caden Pack.
Just a nice little give and go right there. Not really a go aspect, but gave it up to the high post and then gave it back right out to the top of the key. And Caden, you love seeing that shot go down from your point guard.
Great defensive stance. Scott unable for the second chance opportunity. The block there by Pack. Butcher away from the table as well as Thompson with 3 seconds remaining. Stevens with 6, step back jumper, fading off the backboard and good.
I mean, there's not much more you can do from a defensive aspect of what Colin Wilkerson just did. Flew past him, looked like he almost got his hand on the ball, and if the bank is open, the bank is open.
Absolutely. The bank open at 8:35 in the evening here in Pensacola Christian College. About 70 degrees outside as well. And that shot cuts it from a 14 to an 11 and manageable lead heading into the second. Thank you, fans at home, for tuning in here in the Nest, home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. More basketball when we come back, but until then, please enjoy some promotional videos provided by Pensacola Christian College.
Want to get a head start on college? With the online dual enrollment program from PCC, you can do just that. Gain an affordable Christian liberal arts education with a biblical worldview, equipping you for your future degree. Open to rising sophomores and above, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year that count toward both high school and college requirements. With over 30 courses offered fall, spring, and summer, choose to lighten your college load and, depending on your major, finish college early. You'll be able to fit courses around your schedule, a perfect way to complete many of your college liberal arts courses before you graduate from high school and step foot on campus. And the best part is, you'll only pay a fraction of what you pay for those same classes if you took them in college. Get a head start on your education today by visiting pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
Choosing a college is so much more than deciding where you're going to live for the next few years. It's choosing a culture, group of people, and academic standard that will shape you into the person you want to become. It's an exciting time, and when you visit campus, it gets even more exciting. It's your moment to get a feel for the atmosphere and community. Catch a game, sit in on classes, visit chapel, make new friends, and so much more. And now you can experience college life your way with multiple visit options. No matter when you come, you'll find a vibrant community influencing the world for Christ. You won't just blend in, you'll belong. So don't wait. See how you can experience PCC today.
It's a passion that unites us. The heartbeat of everything we do. Since 1974, we've been building, reaching, expanding our limits. And yet today, one thing hasn't changed. Pensacola Christian College empowers leaders to influence the world for Christ.
The first half concluded with a prayer of a banking three from Dwight Stevens to cut the deficit from 1-14 to 11. The Eagles led by as much as 24 in this game. 51-30 is the current score now. Alvin Chapman alongside with Clay Miller. Clay, what a game we have before us this evening. Which now it being 8:50 on the regular clock, 9:42 on the game clock, 10 on the shot clock, and an air ball for the first offensive possession.
Yeah, you know, that first half, ending with that really tough bucket, step back, fading, and banking the three in. You know, that's one of those things where, you know, you can't really do anything about that. Colin Wilkerson put a hand up, and he still hit that. So maybe that'll get the Saints offense kind of driving for him a little bit. But also we love to see that our Eagles are just shooting at an insane efficiency.
As far as scoring is concerned, Jonathan Pointe-Dujoir, 3 of 6 from the field, 10 points, leading his team. Edric Coleman not too far behind him with 9. And for the Eagles, Aaron Wagner on his 22nd birthday with 13 points, 5 of 7 from the field. Gertz, 3 points behind with 10 points, 3 of 7 from the field. And the best three-point percentage for the Eagles, 2 of 5 from downtown. Thompson will attack, tries to work on Stickles. Jumper, no good. Pack loses the battle with Coleman for the inbound, rather the rebound. Jaden Cotto working on Wagner. The dump down, not available. Wagner playing great defense. The baseball pass to Koski. Koski tries to break the seam with a pass to Gertz. Gertz finds Stickles. That's the first basket of this half.
Yeah, that was just great vision there and great way to he almost got that turnover there, Brantley, but he kept his hands in there and then found Liam, and then Liam found a wide open Paul Stickles down there.
Edric Coleman coming off a curl screen and popping a jumper. Coleman now with 11, leading his team. Pack makes a man miss. Pack, a fancy feed to Koski. Koski now with 9. Caden Pack with now 3 assists. Give him 7 rebounds as well. Pack does a phenomenal job when he gets his defenders to leave his feet. He can either score or set up his teammates to score as well.
Absolutely. That all starts with him attacking. And he attacks and then comes to a jump stop. That way he can choose whichever foot he wants to as his pivot, creating more opportunities for both him and his teammates.
Both him and Alyssa Brewer do a phenomenal job playing off of 2 feet. They drive inside for Pack. Rather Koski, no good. Thompson, basket, no good. That called by both officials, which will send number 25, Harbson Thompson, the 6'3" forward, to the free throw line. Thompson, no points so far in this game. 0 of 8 in the first half for the Saints. The Saints in that first half shot 28% from the field, 33% from 3. But all those threes came from one person. And so outside of Pointe-Dujoir, no three-pointers made by those who attempted them.
Yeah, and then Pointe-Dujoir has just been absolutely torching it from the outside, so why have anyone else than him take a three-pointer at that point? Because it seems like every single time he's putting the ball up from the three-point line, it's going to find the bottom of the net.
Actually mistaken on that one. That buzzer beater prior to the conclusion of the first half was technically a 3. Stickles protects me from getting hurt with a basketball. Gertz loses possession. Thompson heading the other direction. And a 3-on-3 break. Corner shot for Cotto. And that cuts through the netting. That's his first points of the game. 0 of 3 in the first half. Pack loses it. 2 back-to-back turnovers here for the Eagles. Cotto, another opportunity. Good. Johnson, Dakota Johnson, that is, nearly had a traveling violation there. Stickles will fake the handoff and find Koski. Pack tried a switching crossover but hits the foot of Thompson. Now 9 on the shot clock. Koski with the step-through move. And once again, our Eagles guards do a phenomenal job capitalizing when they get their defenders' feet off the ground.
Absolutely. Coming to a jump stop, doing a little bit of head fake, maybe a ball fake, get them up in there, and that's always going to be great.
16-25 when we come back. $16-25 remaining. The Eagles now leading by 75. 57-40 is the score, with Wagner still leading all people in scoring. I was talking with Paul Stickles off air. He said it'd be pretty cool to see Wagner get 22 points on his 22nd birthday. Pack with the near steal there. But would that be a sight to see?
Oh,
Hopefully,
yeah.
if he eclipsed 22 points, he doesn't just stop scoring if there is time remaining on the clock, obviously.
Yeah.
But Pack with a phenomenal first half. Made his first 5 buckets in that first half as well.
Yeah, obviously it would be awesome to see Aaron kind of eclipse his own age in the basketball game, but also it would be awesome just to see anyone eclipse that 20-point mark tonight, and we got some players on track to do that.
Pack, the basket, no good, but a bit of a shaking of the rim there. Don't know if that would have been called. I don't know what a violation would be for that. Maybe basket interference. Nonetheless, not given a call. Point du jour. Fading jumper, no good. Pack had a hand on it. Now the opportunity available for more points. Wiped away for Gertz.
Yeah, with that basket interference kind of stuff, if you're going for a block and you just hit the backboard, it's probably never going to get called. It's when you get hung up in the net or you get hung up in the rim is when it's most likely going to be called at that point.
Wagner double team Thompson, heading the other direction. Now a 3-on-1 break. Gertz against Thompson. Thompson is successful. The Saints slowly edging back into this game. The Eagles yesterday losing in an overtime matchup where they had a very large lead, leading by as much as 14 in that game. They ended up losing by 4. And another turnover as well by Pensacola Christian College.
Yeah, just a little bit of lapses of judgment right there. You know, maybe fake a couple passes, get it in there. But the Eagles need to get their legs back under them to continue building this lead.
And a blocking foul. And a number of substitutions as well for the Eagles. Wilkerson as well as Azucena into the game here for Pensacola Christian College. Azucena the inbounder now. Wagner to Azucena. Gertz will attack. Gertz doing a phenomenal job placing his weight to his defender, placing him on the opposite side of the rim. He gets a scoop and score. Cotto dashing through the snow. The Saints marching into the painted area. Cotto having a phenomenal second half. He has 8 points now.
Yeah, both back-to-back plays right there. They're both using that rim kind of to defend the shot and using it to help protect their own shot. That way the defender can't get perfect hands on it.
Wilkerson now with his second trip to the free throw line. On his last trip, he was 1 of 2. Wilkerson now with 7 points. A part of the very impressive bench performance here by Pensacola Christian College. 16 total points. Azucena also with 6. And Fike with 3. Wilkerson makes the first free throw. Azucena, the lone rebounder available. Azucena, no need for the rebound because Wilkerson knocks down both of them. He has 9. Point to du jour. The switch off for Cotto. Kato doing a great job playing, not Kato, but Azucena doing a great job playing switching defense, but an evident blocking foul there.
Yeah, just got beat a little bit on that baseline, tried to keep his hands out of it, but it turned out to be his body that caused the foul. Still, you love to see the effort with the switching of defensive matchups, though.
Kato, the inbound, the finds point du jour. Robertson also into the competition as well for the Saints. Coleman guarded by Gertz. Thompson will fire. Hard off the back rim. And Coleman had a chance for a wide open opportunity. Azucena gets that shot opportunity erased. Great recovery defense by Point du Jour despite missing the attempt.
Yeah, you always love to see that type of defense coming down. He recovered as quickly as possible, got the block, and didn't foul.
Coleman with the block on Gertz, rather on Wagner. Coleman an attempt to thread the needle to Thompson. That attempt not available. Eagles leading now by 17. Azucena guarding Robertson. Kato double teamed. Wagner available, and a blocking foul, I believe, on Wilkerson. That one a bit obvious there. Almost a shoulder check towards Kato.
It looked like he was trying to get in there and try to close off that driving lane. Just came a little bit too late and almost sandwiched him in there a little bit.
It resembled a football player trying to poke out his opposition on the offensive side's football, forcing a fumble. Coleman, a difficult shot. Can he rebound his own miss? No. Wilkerson keeps it alive for the Azucena rebound. That rebound actually belonged to Wilkerson. Wilkerson now with 5 rebounds. Wagner will attack. Wagner will attack on Kato. And Kato playing phenomenal defense on Wagner. Robertson now guarded by Azucena. Robertson getting a first step. And I believe the fouls before the shot, despite Robertson being in the act of shooting.
Fouls on Eagles number 1, Colin Wilkerson.
He actually was in the act of shooting. And that's Wilkerson's second foul.
Hey, see these one.
Koski into the game as well for Robertson. Koski into the game actually for Wilkerson. Second attempt up and good for Robertson. Rather Robertson, my apologies. Great job feeding middle. Wagner tries to throw the ball to where Koski was going, and that is turnover number 10 for the Eagles and number 4 for Wagner. Kato now met by Koski. Great shuffle pass to Coleman. Thompson left all alone for a triple. No good.
Saints doing a really good job recently of just keeping their offensive possessions alive through getting those offensive rebounds and fighting through the contact just to make sure that they can keep it alive.
Coleman with a difficult bucket, and that was off an offensive rebound. Their team's 15th offensive rebound. And a steal, Kato. In fast break form, gets a basket and another turnover for Pensacola Christian College. A timeout called here by head coach Jason Bell as the Saints cut it to 11. We'll step aside briefly. 11:51 remaining in regulation time. The Eagles now with a total of 11 turnovers, but at the conclusion of the first half, only 3 total team turnovers. And now 8 total turnovers in the second half. Wagner having 5 of those turnovers. Koski with 2, and Pack with 2 as well. Pack will come back to the table here for the Eagles. Gertz finds Azucena. Azucena goes corner to Stickles. Stickles met by Point du Jour. Point du Jour gets his 3rd foul of the game, rather his 2nd foul. And it almost seems that the sense of urgency for the Saints has increased as of late. A lot of basketball left with 11 minutes remaining. The Eagles now on a 2.5-minute scoring drought, while the Saints are on a 5-0 run.
Yeah, they've upped their defensive intensity for sure. They're getting into the passing lanes, causing a bunch of turnovers. Looks like they're even speeding up the Eagles, causing them to make the mistakes, and they're just capitalizing on it, allowing them to go on a run.
Pack now to the free throw line, only 3 points, a triple towards the conclusion of the first half. What a night he had yesterday, 16 points, 11 rebounds, but accounted for 51% of the turnovers for Pensacola Christian College last night in their loss against Toccoa Falls College.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, kind of a high risk, high reward type of player. He's coming in here tonight. He's going to clean it up, find his teammates, and try to extend this lead for the Eagles.
1 of 2 from the free throw line for Caden Pack. Coleman, the jumper, no good. Coleman tries to keep it alive for his team, to no avail. Pack will attack inside. Pack goes inside to Stickles. Stickles uses the glass for safety. Stickles with his 2nd bucket of the game, rather his 3rd. Now has a total of 6 points in tonight's matchup.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of just finding his space. Like we said earlier, he's not really like a key mark scorer, but when he gets open, he's going to take those shots.
He's not known as a scorer of this team, but he can, when he's allowed to, or allotted to actually, as far as shots are concerned, can score. Step back jumper, no good. Rebound available. Gertz with the fight. That would have been number 16 as far as offensive rebounds are concerned for the Saints. Pack, double team. Finds Koski and he'll fire. Koski hard off the rim. Pack with the rebound. Stickles drops it down to Koski. Phenomenal ball movement amongst the guard core of the Eagles.
Yeah, just seeing a glimpse of what the Eagles can do right there. Ball movement and off-ball movement from the players is really starting to confuse the defense, and it allows for open layups. If they continue to do that, this game will stay out of reach.
5 minutes ago, the Eagles were on a 2-minute scoring drought. Now the Saints on a 1.5-minute scoring drought. Another rebound there as well by Caden Pack. That is rebound number 9 for him. Give and go for Pack. Pack attacks. Pack will turn it over, trying to find Koski. And Gertz with the steal. Stickles with the Smitty move, gets inside. Gertz will fire. Gertz can't connect. Stickles the offensive rebound. Stickles with the point. He's perfect from the field. 8 points total.
Yeah, you just love to see that hustle. And of course,
and the steal by Stickles keeps it alive. Pack finishes high at the rim. And a timeout available. Paul Stickles gets on the floor for the loose ball and then spins it around his back. Oh, man. Wish we could see that on an instant replay opportunity. Nonetheless, the Eagles back in a prominent position. 30-second timeout. Let's step aside here, Clay. Stickles getting a much-deserved rest here for Colin Wilkerson. He is perfect from the field. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and that last steal, a loose ball where he grabs the ball, spins it around his body. It bounces towards Caden Pack, and Caden Pack finishes high at the rim for his 5th point of the night.
Yeah, you know, as soon as we start talking about how he's not a scoring player, he comes out and scores and then gets on the ground and probably makes one of the nicest highlights that we've had since the beginning of the second half of this season.
Now that I think about it, Paul's brother Luke was a guy that you faced against last year in the Collegiate Basketball Championship, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Wow, small world. I think he gave you 30. Just kidding.
No.
Just kidding. Now the jumper for Butcher as he just recently checks in. No good. Wilkerson keeps it alive. Pack with the switching dribble. Goes inside to Pack. Pack rather goes inside to Koski. Koski nearly throws it away, but the possession will remain here with the Eagles. I was just joking about the 30 mark. You said I don't think so.
He's a dog, but I don't think he dropped 30.
I don't know about 30. Maybe 35. Just kidding. Butcher loses the grasp. Robertson goes up high, leaves it at the rim. And another rebound as well for Coleman. Coleman with 11 rebounds in this game. That's his 7th offensive rebound in this match. He nearly has more offensive rebounds than the Eagles do combined. Now Wilkerson a chance for a baseline out of bounds opportunity. Azucena receives it. Butcher goes to Pack. Pack, a contested try, no good. A great rebound by Azucena, but Stevens gets to it. Thompson heading the other direction. Kato, a corner try, no good. Robertson, the long rebound. I don't even think he expected to receive it as well.
No, those long rebounds, you never know. It kind of went over his shoulder and he just got his hands up and snatched that down.
Kato gets a first step and beats Koski to the rim. That's his 12th point. Had a very quiet first half, but has exploded for 10 points in this half. Butcher, the drive, and the ball gets stuck in the back of the rim. And Gertz will come into the game here for Butcher. I've never seen someone shoot a basketball and actually score on the back of the rim. First time for everything, though. Pack was wide open. And he turns it over. Robertson guarded now by Azucena with 7 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. Kato with the dribble pull-up. Too strong despite having the step advantage. And now another offensive rebound available and a conversion as well. Now we have a 9-point deficit when the Eagles were up by 19 moments ago. Spin move, outside Gertz. One more pass to Wilkerson, who lets it fly, and the basket is good. Colin Wilkerson now with 12 points, 1 point shy of his season high of 13. He has 6 rebounds as well off the bench. And just like that, the Eagles continue to make this a fight. 72 to 58. I said this was a 9-point game at one point. That was my mistake. I think I saw the numbers on the screen over there as a 6 and then a 0. Yeah, that was not correct. I'm so sorry. But other than that, we will step aside briefly as both teams talk over this timeout. Just under 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in regulation time. 72-58 is the score. But the Eagles were well ahead yesterday against Toccoa Falls in a loss that they had in overtime. What are the Eagles going to have to do to take care of the lead and secure it into a win?
You know, it really comes down to just taking care of the ball. Earlier in the second half, we saw that they were kind of getting sped up in that half-court press, and they were allowing them to make some not so great passes, jumping into the passing lane. Saints are taking it the other way, and they also need to keep track of their foul trouble. Make sure that they don't have their key players in foul trouble so they can finish this game out.
As far as fouls are concerned, we are good right now. Koski with 2, Wilkerson as well with 2, but everybody else with 1 foul, which means the final 6 minutes of this match could be aggressive defensive strategies.
Yeah, for sure. Trying to get up into the offensive player, maybe disrupt their dribble. Also, maybe go for a little bit more of a disruption on the shots instead of just staying straight up. Maybe put your hand a little bit further. But as soon as those refs start tightening the reins, make sure that you know how to tighten back as well.
Pack, with his 8th defensive rebound, 10 total, picks up his dribble and somehow finds Koski. Ball deflected off of Stevens. Pack, now the inbounder, goes to Gertz. Gertz, right now with 12 points. Pack with 13. Goes inside to Gertz. Gertz now with 14. Wilkerson also with 12 in this game as well. Thompson goes to Coleman. Stevens comes off a curl screen, maintaining his pivot foot as well. Roberson, a quick first step. Coleman lets it fly. Basket, no good.
That was just a great closeout right there by Caden Pack. Jumping high, making sure not to create any contact, but still disrupting the jump shot.
Koski, the handoff to Gertz. Koski nearly gets his pocket picked. Gertz will work on Coleman, and he's triple teamed and also fouled.
Yeah, you know, with a man like Liam Gertz getting in there in the paint and having the authority and the command that he has, I'm surprised more teams don't send 3 players down there to him because he's got the strength of like 3 of them down there.
Well, I can tell you why. He would be wide open. And the follow as well by Wilkerson. He has a season best 14 and also 7 rebounds. Maintaining his pivot foot, but not a lot of space to go. Now 10 to fire. Basket on the way by Thompson and good.
I mean, that's just a tough shot.
Basket as well by Stickles. He is now in double digits himself. This ties a career high as well for Colin Wilkerson. He has 14 in this game, and now 14 against, he also had 14 against Trinity Baptist on January the 16th. Last season, fading jump shot, no good. He also had 10 rebounds last season as well against Mountain Gateway Community College in West Virginia. Basket on the way, no good. Koski, the rebound. Pack makes a man miss. Pack takes the contact. You know what's funny about that play? Pack didn't even show a ball fake.
No,
he just played off of what? 2 feet.
Exactly.
His defender flew right past him. And he got a better shot opportunity as well.
Staying in that loading phase of the jump shot is like one of the most confusing things that, I mean, it even caught me off guard, but he got the defender to bite and got to the rim.
Pack now with 6 points, leading his team in rebounds and also assists. 6 assists and 10 rebounds. Second free throw good as well for Pack. He has 7, 10, and 6. Also 3 minutes remaining. Eagles leading by 20. Have led as much as 24 in this game. 3 for Cato, no good. Coleman with the offensive rebound. That's his 8th offensive rebound. He also turns the ball over. Now 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. Pack uses the double screen, ignores the second screen, and loses possession of the ball. Great idea by him, especially since the defense was expecting the point guard, which is Pack in this situation, to go off both screens there. He ignores the second one, attacks inside, but just simply turns the ball over.
Yeah, when it's plays like that, you can always just expect to see that there's going through that second screen and using it differently and getting to the rim right there. If he would have held onto the ball, he might have either taken that layup or found another man.
Wilkerson to the bench here for Pensacola Christian College. He ties his career high that he had against Trinity Baptist College with 14 points. He has 7 rebounds as well as 1 assist, shooting 5 of 8 from the field. And as I mentioned, a lot of Wilkerson's points came from putbacks. Quite impressive stats. 3 of his rebounds tonight were offensive.
Absolutely. You love seeing that type of hustle and being able to, man, I'm going to interrupt myself. That was great.
And the steal for Stickles as well. Stickles now with 14. Pack picks up his second foul of the contest as well. Azucena to the table here for the Eagles. Tonight also is a career night as well for Stickles. 14 points is his season's best. Pack in transition. Now 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. The Eagles tying their largest lead of the game. Longo to the table as well for the Eagles. The Eagles on an 8-0 run in the past 2 minutes. A 15-2 run in the past 4 minutes. Gertz, the scooping layup no good, kept alive by Koski. We're heading now on the southern portion of the court with the Saints. Stevens with the finish. Lucas Hernandez as well to the table for the Eagles. Get it inside to Pack. Pack will attack. Pack, the spin move no good, but draws the whistle. Pack, another great night for him. He ties his season's best with rebounds with 11, 6 assists, and also 7 points, and a chance for 8 and 9 points on tonight's game.
And you love to see the aggressiveness as the game winds down, getting them still to the rim and creating contact.
Derek Woods as well as Kyle Evers to the table here for Pensacola Christian College. With now a minute and 48 seconds remaining in regulation time. The Eagles will improve to 11-13. Wow, L.B. Wallace Community College will be 6-14, with their 14th loss of the season.
Just great heart and hustle by the Eagles tonight. You know, they had that little bit of a drought where L.B. Wallace was really pressuring them and causing turnovers, but I love the response by the Eagles coming out here and going on scoring runs and getting stops of their own.
Robertson goes corner. Point to Jouar. Had 10 points in the first half, silent in the second. Robertson attacks, and the foul on Everson. That'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity from the free throw line. First free throw, no good. Azucena, the rebound. Longo breaks the plane, back to Azucena. Goes to Hernandez. And the up and under layup good for Kenye Hopkins. Now just eclipsing a minute remaining in this game. Woods over to Everson. Longo along the baseline goes to Hernandez. He will fire. Can't connect though. Now 15 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. Scott. Great on-ball defense here by Longo. Stevens, a step-back jumper, no good. Evers. And Azucena will look to dribble it out. 85-64 is the final score. Clay, as I made this message here earlier, if you're a student watching this game, you need to be here on Saturday to see our men's and ladies basketball teams protect the nest at 5:30 and 7:30 against Bob Jones University.
Absolutely, and I second that. If you can make it to the game, let's make it to the game. Wear white. It's our annual whiteout against BJU. It's always a fun and electric atmosphere, and let's pack this arena out.
Stickles with a career-high night of 14. Wilkerson tying a season high of 14 as well. Wagner getting 15 points. Pack 11 rebounds and 6 assists in tonight's game. 2 points shy of double digits. And the Eagles will win this matchup by 21 points after even leading by as much in this game of 24.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, just a great response by the Eagles, even throughout the little drought that they had, and LB Wallace really pushing the tempo and causing turnovers. I like the response from them. They came out and kept the lead.
Thank you so much, fans at home, for joining us here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles, and we cannot wait to see you in person this weekend as we face off against Bob Jones University. Thank you so much, and also happy birthday to Aaron Wagner, turning 22, also dropping 15 points, leading all scorers in tonight's game. Have a great remaining of your evening.